Hey, I am Melee James, and let's explain what we're doing here today. So, Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2, one of my favorite games of all time, easily one of my favorite multiplayer games of all time. And TF2 was like the last one really to come into my life. I started playing TF2 around 2011, but TF2 has been around since the Orange Box release in the greatest year of gaming ever, period. You may not know this, but TF2 came out in 2007. So, that great year, in my opinion, 2007 is the unmatched, undisputed WrestleMania 17 king of the video game years, and that is when the Orange Box and when Team Fortress 2 came into our life. Since then, it has seen multiple reiterations, multiple updates, and a whole lot of hats. It has had so much love, so much support, and I'll never forget the first time I played TF2. I had nothing to do in the summer of 2011. Nothing to do in the summer. I was bored and lonely, and I heard about TF2, but I never really played it. I think I played a little bit of it on Xbox, and I thought it sucked. But I'm like, oh, okay. They made it free. It used to not be free, but I got in when TF2 went free to play, and I'm like, oh, it's free to play. I don't have a Steam account. I mainly play on Xbox. Let's get a Steam account. Let's load up TF2, and let's see what this is. Hooked all summer. Hooked all summer long. So I had an amazing experience. My mind was blown as I entered TF2 for the first time. I had never experienced a multiplayer shooter game that was exactly what I was looking for. It reminded me of what I loved of the Shadowrun game that everyone hated. And it took a lot of that and just perfected it. Not only that, but TF2 had this amazing ability to have this incredible community. You know, I am for everybody doing anything, but TF2, it was all about fun first there. The community, it was all about shit posting, memes, the most crazy off the wall shit, and it was just hilarious. Every time you loaded up TF2 in that era, it was just fun, good times, and you know you were going into a match and you didn't know what you were going to see. Maybe you were going to see some shit posting. Maybe you were going to enter a My Little Pony server and get like terrified. Maybe you were going to enter a Mario Kart level. Like, you never knew what was going to happen in TF2 except that it was going to be a fucking blast and you were going to have no regrets about it. Oh my god, I have so many memories and I've gotten so many people into TF2 over the years, and it will forever be one of my favorite games ever. So, around 2015 or so, I stopped playing. They had a few more updates, but it always held a special place in my heart. But unfortunately, over the past, I want to say 5 or so years, maybe a little bit more, TF2 has become riddled with bots, and Valve, being known for apathy, has let this run wild, and now Team Fortress 2, which was once the king of PvP shooters, at least on PC and absolutely for Steam, and Valve, is now overrun with bots, and it's gone to the point where it is borderline unplayable, and it is a fucking sloppy mess. And it is such a shame to see this game that I have so many cherished memories with just fall and crumble to this weird, crazy bot problem. So for the past, pretty much since it began, 5 years or so, the community has ushered in Save TF2, hashtag Save TF2, and it's just been a cry and a plea for help just to the overlords of Valve and Gaben, just to be like, please just fix your game. Just fix your game. And the argument has whittled down to, we don't need a new update. You just got to get it playable. We're not asking for a new class. We're not asking for new maps. We're not even asking for a new event, or we're not even asking for more hats. We just want the game to play as intended as it is right now. Just fix your shit, sweep up the bugs, sweep up the bots, and let us have our fun. And so far, the prayers and cries and screams of the Team Fortress 2 community have gone on unanswered. But today is the day. The stars have aligned. This could be a do or die. This could be the last shot where it could happen. Can today's insanity that the internet has spread about Team Fortress 2 finally get Valve and Gaben to get out of his chair and be like, all right, I will do the bare minimum? Because that's all anyone's asking for. So that brings us to not save TF2, but fix TF2. So the previous years, everyone tried rallying behind Save TF2. It did nothing. So this year, they decided we're going to try Fix TF2. And that is what this has been. TF2 has been suffering from malicious aimbots for over 5 years. It's time to give the problem the spotlight it needs. Enough is enough. Learn more about the bots and what you can do to help at Save TF2. So, effectively, it's the same thing that we've been trying for years, but we changed the name. They pulled a Prince here. Used to be called Save TF2. Now it's called Fix TF2. So that is the whole purpose of today, is getting everyone to talk about TF2 and scream about it, and hopefully for years to come we can play this game, or it will die. It will be fucking dead because it's effectively dead now, and the player base is bleeding. And this is also with a new game leak from Valve, which is called Deadlock. Deadlock is a Overwatch clone shooter, and it's weird because TF2 kind of popularized the hero shooter genre before it got a name. It was really, there was games before it that did it. Like I mentioned, Shadowrun. I love Shadowrun. A lot of people didn't. But TF2 is kind of a hero shooter. It's a class-based shooter. And now Valve, instead of just doing Team Fortress 3 because they can't count to 3, they're doing Deadlock instead, and it looks honestly like fucking garbage. So this is really it. Do or die. Are they going to fix Team Fortress 2 before they move on to the absolute slop, which is Deadlock? Let's see if that can happen. So as you can see here, they've got a whole website. They have a petition if you're interested. It's got 174,000 signatures. And really, this website just kind of explains what's going on. I've already explained it here. It's really all about the aim bots and all the bots taking over games and just making the game unplayable. And it's a really nice looking site. But that is the whole point of it. And yeah, they just got a cute little fact there. And that is it. It's all about raising awareness and just being like, this game is beloved, fucking fix it. And it's been working, as you can see right here. Gaming, trending, Fix TF2 and Save TF2 have been trending. So it's been great. It's been great seeing the fucking memes here and seeing it just get trending. I've been tweeting in it all day.
Failed, men. Negatory. You call that a loss? I've crap bigger losses than that. Operation Soaring Eagle. No, that is an order. Here we go.
There you go. So the memes have been crazy. The shit posting has been great, and it's really reminded me of how much I love this game. Look at this bullshit. I will look at this bullshit. Let's see. Damn it! Now I got copyrighted! But that's fine. So as you can see, probably like the worst song to use as well. God damn it. But anyway, yeah, bots be bad. It be fucking crazy. And everyone has just been crying and screaming about this. And rightfully so, because, oh, that's bots. Valve has been profiting off of TF2 while having spin botting, cheating bots running for it for over 5 years. And that's the thing. This isn't a game that doesn't have monetization still. This game... Still, you can buy hats, you can buy keys, you can buy all this shit, heavily monetized free-to-play game, and they still just won't put in the effort, even though they are making money off of it, actively making money off of it. I just bought the contracts. I bought my fucking ticket to the contracts because I missed that entire thing. They are still just not fixing it. It's just sitting there, and they're just collecting whatever money they can get off of it. So, they even today... with everything going on, with Fix TF2 trending, with all this stuff, even today, they decided to make a post on TF2, which didn't address it at all. The post they made on TF2 today was literally just to announce that the Man vs. Machine community, which is the game mode in TF2 where you ironically fight bots, and it's just kind of like a horde mode. They just officiated, I don't fucking know, like a new event based around that. And it doesn't even reference that the game is in a bad state. It doesn't reference any of that. It's just like, hey, we got a new event. Go play it. And the response was fucking hilarious. Right away, Fix TF2, dead game, abandoned game, Fix TF2, save TF2, game is broken, nobody cares, Operation Fix TF2, Rockin' Stone! Love to see it. Please do something with the bots. Fix TF2. Fix TF2. And so it's just pages and pages and pages of that. Because, like, what are the fucking, like, the audacity? How dumb are you that all this shit is going on? All of this shit. Literally today. And you fucking make a post in TF2 completely unrelated to the problems. The overwhelming, insane fucking problems. My God. So, I was talking about it. And we, of course, are streaming the game today. And this is my little portion where I'm letting you guys all know the absolute state of TF2 and all that stuff. So, we're going to be streaming the game. But also, there is one thing that I think that the petition and all that stuff, and the raising awareness, you know, it's great. It's all great. This is awesome. This thing wouldn't have happened without this person and this message. But there's one thing I think it was really missing that I think's important. Revenge. It's one, like, Valve for the past 5 years has ignored petitions, hashtags, and cries. So fuck off. We're gonna use your own methods against you, your own tools against you. And this is why I think more than anything, what's important, I think this is the crucial part, ladies and gentlemen, is not streaming the game like I am. It's not signing petitions. It's not any of that. I think what everyone needs to do is a little review bombing. It's called a little review bombing. I really think this is the most important thing here, and I wrote on Twitter today, I cannot stress enough the importance of leaving a negative review for TF2. It worked for Helldivers, it did, and it will get Valve's attention. They won't stand for their own game looking that bad on the store. If you are sick of the bots, make your voice heard and review bomb. So here is my review, and this was genuine before the this is before the Save TF2 thing was announced, I believe. My original review in 2011. One of the best multiplayer games you can find, and it's free! And then I updated it. Play TF2 in current year. Game is riddled with bots. Valve does nothing. Try to play new contracts mechanic. Every match, everyone gets reported for cheating and kicked. Contract mechanic unplayable. Game is barely playable. Valve does nothing. What was once the best PvP shooter of all time is now total shit. And I'm not alone in thinking that this is the most important thing to do. Already earlier today when Fix TF2 kicked off, for the first time ever in its 17 years, TF2, which has always been a very positive game to an overwhelmingly positive, has dropped to mixed reviews. So we have never seen the yella over on TF2, and now it went down to mixed. And you can see, oh my god, it's like poetry, it rhymes. There it is. Look at that. Look at that lovely red bars there of TF2 just fucking dropping. You love to see it. And here is a whole bunch of the reviews of people just making their voices heard. Because that's the important thing, is TF2 is developed by Valve. Valve runs Steam. They run the store where you play TF2 on. The only place you play TF2, because the console versions don't count. They've been dead for years, and they're not at all the same game. How does it look on Valve to have the leading storefront for PC gaming and be this gigantic titan in the gaming market, and then you go and look at their own game on their own store, and it is fucking garbage. It is absolutely overwhelmingly negative. Everyone fucking hates it for a multitude of reasons. What kind of a message does that give? You tell me. I don't think it's a very good message. Can you imagine if you went into, like, fucking Subway? You went into Subway. Imagine Subway sold a whole bunch of sandwiches, but there was, like, the Subway sandwich. And it's like, man, Subway's great. You can get an Italian sandwich. You can get a Mexican sandwich. You can get a Canadian sandwich. All these sandwiches are great. What's your signature sandwich? Subway. And they hold up this moldy piece of trash. And it's like, oh, you sell all these wonderful sandwiches, but the one that you made yourself is fucking unedible, moldy, rat shit infested garbage. What does that say about the rest of the fucking store? So that's my opinion. I don't know if you like the sandwich analogy. I came up with it on the spot. But that's how I fucking see this. Like, it must look terrible on Valve that their own game, and their most accessible game, because really the free-to-play games are going to be the most accessible, and of course TF2 is going to be way more accessible than Dota. So their most accessible, open, and biggest player game is completely torn apart on their own fucking store. But you all did it. You all did it. Look at this. Look at this. Mostly negative. Mostly negative. 36% positive in the past 30 days. Well done, everybody. We haven't even begun the stream, and to me, that is a fucking win. That is mwah. Thank you guys so much. And let's, you know what? Rookie numbers. Let's pump that number up. Or rather, pump that number down. We're pumping down. That is what I love to see. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. TF2, beloved for the vast majority of its 17 years on the market, has never gotten a mixed review, let alone a mostly negative review. Keep dropping it down. This is terrifying. This is fucking terrifyingly gold, and I love it. This is what I think is the key. If you want this game to be fixed and playable more than anything, that right there. And I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, but we love the game, we shouldn't downvote it. Fuck that. Do you want this fixed? Like, this is the only way. I love the game too. I have so many memories with this game. This is the way. This is the way to fucking get it fixed. Do you love the game right now? Your review is based on the current state of the game. I have actually given negative reviews before to games I love. For example, one of my favorite games of all time is Fear. I gave it a negative review on Steam because it barely fucking works on Steam. So my negative review says, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Go buy an Xbox disc instead so it can work. And I got a bunch of shit for that because everyone's like, the game's great. And I'm like, I know it's great. I'm telling you to go play it on a different platform. So this is wonderful. This is great. Keep it up. Keep it up, everyone. It doesn't mean you don't love the game if you give it a fucking negative review. It's just letting your voice be heard that the game is negative. Do you recommend or do you not recommend the game? Nobody would recommend TF2 in its current state. Not nobody, not no how, except maybe Heavy. So that's that. And what is your opinion? Do you think Valve will fix TF2?